Apparently, which is very obvious, I think, there's a wipe for 4.0, right? So nothing new here. They're just confirming the obvious, that they are going to wipe all 3 pillars. So what does that mean? That means any reputation you're earning right now is pointless. That means any money you're earning right now is pointless. That means any items that you've earned in game will be reset to whatever you have on the website. So it's all, I don't mean this in a bad way, but it is very weird that we're doing Save Stanton and everyone goes, ooh, they're paying a lot for Save Stanton. Technically, they're not. It just depends on how long it will be before we get to that wipe, like when 4.0 is coming. I will say with every test I've done with 4.0, it doesn't feel very close. There's lots and lots and lots and lots of issues, performance, just general complete jank with all the major systems that they want to put in. So I think that it's pretty far away, but who knows? They went wave 1 and then closed it, which was confusing. But yeah, so there, just in case you guys don't know what any of this stuff means, reputation is all the like grinding that you may have done to get your bounty rep up, to get better bounty missions. Or for me, I was doing a lot of cargo missions to try to get the maximum cargo until, it broke and wiped my cargo missions. So hopefully with the reputation reset, the team that works on reputation is actually fixing those problems, right? That would be the hope for me, is that when I go into 4.0 and my reputation is wiped, I'm not going to have the issues I dealt with the cargo rep, because that would be really, really frustrating, right? If we wiped rep and then we were wiping it not on purpose. So they kind of want to, and that's what they're saying here, is that first, reputation will be reset to prepare for upcoming major updates to our missions, guilds, which would be the rep for your interstellar transport guild, right? Those kind of things, and more advanced systems. So to prepare for upcoming major updates in 4.0 or before 4.0, it's hard to say. To effectively implement these updates, we must clear all previous progress to ensure a smoother experience across the board. Well, if they need to clear all previous progress, then that does sound like all that stuff should be in 4.0. I haven't seen it yet because the missions don't work. So I don't know where any of this is coming from at this point. It's got to be after. There literally aren't functional missions in 4.0 yet, at least not in Pyro. The economy is another key factor for driving this wipe. Over time, wealth has accumulated, which will need to reset to continue balancing various economy-based systems. Resetting wallet data will provide crucial information surrounding player habits, enabling us to refine the economy as we continue to roll out our new social and economic features. They have been doing a lot of changes to pricing and stuff, so I think they're going to want to see how quickly we accumulate wealth. I mean, I know everybody is losing their minds over like Weevil eggs in a lot of these Save Stanton missions. Any wealth you're accumulating now doesn't really mean anything. I do want to point out that they had made a post last week saying that they don't want to wipe often anymore after they do this one. I mean, right here is the reason why they're going to have to wipe more often. How do you get to 1.0 without restarting us at least 2 to 3 times over again as the game grows into its not final form, but its released form, right? So they're going to need to see what a day one is like often. So we'll have to see how that goes. And additionally, introducing our second system, Pyro, requires a fresh item database to ensure that every player experiences these new updates smoothly. This reset will allow us to track how players discover and use items, providing valuable insight for future releases. Rest assured, any account-bound items such as pledged ships, subscriber flare, and rewards will remain intact. Of course, we can't lose those. Now, I gotta say, with the item reset, there's no mention of the fact that every time they do an update, people lose ships, people lose weapons, people lose everything that they earned in game that previous patch, like, or some of the things that they've earned in that previous patch. No mention of resolving those issues with this. So yeah, we'll have to see. We basically get wiped every patch anyway. But yep. So just in case people didn't know, there is going to be a wipe in 4.0. It is a major wipe. It will be a good thing. We all get to start fresh, and we have 2 systems to span across to make money, gather weapons, and other things. I think the obvious idea of the item wipe, by the way, is because, in case you guys don't know, about contested zones, which are going to be PvPvE zones in Star Citizen that will have a way to earn the best items or like, I think the best weapons, attachments, maybe some items. I've seen some interesting items that have no description on them, and ship components in the game. So that's the idea there, is that you're getting those at these contested zones, but if you had them going into Pyro, you would have them now and you wouldn't need to do the contested zone. So I think that's the reason why they want to do the item wipe, although, again, we get our items wiped all the time. I'm curious how people are going to feel about this specific item wipe, because, yeah, the people who... I believe that contested zones are going to be contested, and they're going to be kind of frustrating and annoying for players who do not want to participate in PvP. You are going to be forced to participate in PvP, or forced to buy the items from people who do participate in PvE in-game somehow, and we don't have a system to do that, right? It's not like the PvP orgs can put up all the stuff they have on a market, and then players who don't want to participate in PvP, let's say they're a cargo hauler, would just cargo haul, make money, and then buy the stuff. So I do find that to be kind of interesting. We'll have to see how that goes. So just keep in mind, that's the reason why they're doing the item database reset, is because they want to see kind of how this works, where there's a lot of new items that are brought into the game that are not purchasable. So we'll have to see. Also, with Pyro, I still see weapons that are purchasable there that are not purchasable in Pyro. And yeah, this is a funny image to use for the database wipe. I'm actually laughing. That's funny. That's funny. So yep, that's the 4.0 wipe. That's how it's going to be. Let me know what you guys think. I think it's been almost a year, if not over a year, since our last wipe. So it does feel needed. We've gone through multiple, what would it be called? Infinite money glitch exploits since the last wipe happened. So people have so much money and so many ships on their accounts and things like that, it would be kind of cool to start over. I've enjoyed starting fresh with my just my Aurora, or I guess it has a cutter on it now, account, and nothing else. That's been quite fun and enjoyable to participate in, and I'm looking forward to starting that again, maybe in Pyro or something like that, right? A little start from zero. I don't know if we'll ever get to hero, but start from zero in Pyro. And what's cool is everybody's going to start from their effective zero, so we'll have to see that. But looking forward to it. 4.0 just got a little more exciting, even though we knew this was going to happen anyway, right? So